My in-laws told my kids I'm just the nanny, so I exposed them at their anniversary party. Now they're demanding entry to my house. I'm a stay-at-home mom, married to my husband whose entire family is white. We have 4-year-old twins and a 1-year-old baby. My husband's parents smiled through our wedding day, but make comments about the grandkids having good hair and how articulate I am for someone from my background. His parents retire early and buy a house 10 minutes away from our dream home. And of course my husband gives them keys to our house without asking me first. At first I think having them close means help, means my kids grow up knowing their grandparents since my own parents live 3 states away. I actually look forward to having that village everyone talks about. Then they start showing up every single day. My mother-in-law starts picking the twins up from daycare on my days, texting me only after she already has them and I'm on the way. She teaches them to call her and her husband grandmommy and granddaddy. My twins come home one day saying, "Grandmommy says we should eat raw carrots first at dinner for our eyesight, and grandmommy says bedtime is now 7:30, when I do 7 because it works best for our family." I overhear my mother-in-law through the baby monitor one afternoon telling the twins, "Grandmommy's house rules are the real rules, and mommy's just learning to do things the wrong way. Don't listen to your mommy, she's silly." I feel my anger boil over. I bring it up to my husband that night, and he barely looks up from his laptop to say, "They're just excited to be grandparents, babe, you're being sensitive." The next day, my mother-in-law starts bringing different outfits to change my kids into, saying these are more appropriate, while eyeing the bright colors I dress them in, as opposed to the potato sacks she wants them to wear. Then she's taking family photos with my husband and the kids at the park, posting them to Facebook where everyone comments, "OMG, what a beautiful family," and I'm not in a single photo. I ask my husband again to please set boundaries, and he sighs like I'm being difficult. They're just helping us. Why can't you understand that? After she sneaks in and takes the baby out of the house for a few hours without asking, I install a nanny cam in the living room. What I catch on that camera makes me physically sick. One video catched my mother-in-law crouching down at twin eye level telling my twins, "You should know the truth. I'm really your mama. The other woman is just the nanny who helps daddy." That night at dinner, my daughter looks right at me and asks, "Are you my real mom or my nanny?" My throat closes up and I can barely breathe, but my husband still says I'm overreacting, still acts like his mother isn't actively erasing me from my children's lives. The next day, my daughter starts calling me miss instead of mommy. I'm not sleeping anymore, checking the cameras obsessively, and I realize with this cold, sinking horror that I'm completely alone in this fight. My husband insists we still attend his parents' 40th anniversary party because it would look bad if we didn't show up, so I go, but this time I'm going to be the unwelcome intruder. My in-laws throw themselves this massive party at a country club with 200 guests and a professional photographer. They have the TV playing a slideshow of family photos on loop on, and I'm in exactly 3 of the pictures. During his speech, my father-in-law thanks my husband for giving him our beautiful babies to spoil, and goes on for 5 whole minutes about legacy and family. Mid-speech, I take my phone out and connect it to the TV's Bluetooth. I pull up the videos I have of my in-laws and their red flags. My mother-in-law calling herself the real mama. My father-in-law telling the twins I don't know how to raise them properly. Both of them saying, "At least the kids got some of our son's genes." The room goes completely dead silent as the videos play. I watch my husband's face go from confused to horrified as he finally sees what I've been dealing with. Someone in the back yells, "That's disgusting." My husband's aunt says, "You told those babies their mother is the nanny? Shame on you." My mother-in-law stammers about playing pretend, but I turn to my 4-year-old daughter and ask her, "Hey sweetie, who's your mommy?" She looks between me and my mother-in-law with confused eyes, hesitating before pointing at my mother-in-law. My in-laws can't hide their smiles as my husband's standing there with tears in his eyes watching his daughter not know who her mother is. My husband and I go no contact with his parents. They show up at the house 2 days later demanding to see their grandchildren, and we call the police who remove them for trespassing. I'm their mother and nobody gets to take that from me ever again.